Now, here in this class, we are going to start polynomials. See, already we just completed quadratic expressions and equations, and as a continuation, we need to discuss polynomials and polynomial equations. Okay, polynomials and polynomial equations. See, in some books, it may be named as theory of equations. You just call it as theory of equations or polynomial equations, and we are going to discuss it. So before going to start these polynomials, we need certain prerequisites, okay, to understand. See, what are those prerequisites? See, let us have a look here. We need to know about expression, okay, and in expression means what? Expression means way of expressing our ideas. Expression means what? Way of expressing our ideas. See, if you express your ideas with numbers, we call it as numerical expression. If we express our ideas using language, that is linguistic expression. If we express our ideas through our face, we call it as facial expression. If we express our ideas through numbers, mathematics. So, polynomials, okay? A non-rational algebraic expression involving with non-negative integral powers of variable is called polynomial. It should be non-rational, the power should be non-negative, and the power can't be, it must be an integer, okay? So, these are certain examples. Here, since it is non-rational, it is not a polynomial. Here, power of this variable x is power minus 1, so not a polynomial. Here, power is a non-negative, see, minus 2 by 3. Is not an integer. That also it will negative, so not a polynomial. And whereas these are all polynomials, these three, because the powers of the variables are non-negative integers as well. This is polynomial in one variable, this is polynomial in two variables, this is polynomial in three variables. Now I am going to give you what? Polynomials in one variable. Okay, I am going to pay my concentration on polynomial in one variable. So polynomial in one variable. Polynomial in one variable is usually denoted by p of x and is defined as like this, that polynomial in one variable is p of x. If it is in terms of two variables, we say p of x comma y. Okay, but at present this is polynomial in one variable, p of x, and that p of x is the polynomial in one variable, and its general form is given by like this: a n x power n plus a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus and so on, a2 x square plus a1 x plus a0. Just have a look. See, all these are the terms of this polynomial. Since it is of one variable, only that x is involved. Okay, and here these coefficients, we call these as coefficients. Already we know it from the algebra and algebraic expressions. These coefficients are all complex numbers. They may be real, they may be complex, they are constants. Whereas that n, power of the variable, and that too highest power of the variable, because this is n minus 1, like that it is continuously decreasing, and this n is highest power of the variable, and that n should be an integer, that to be positive integer or 0, that in a sense non-negative integer. Okay, and that n is termed as what? That highest power of the variable. N is highest power of variable. That n is highest power of variables involved in the polynomial, and that is considered as what? Degree of polynomial. That is degree of the polynomial. Okay. For example, if I have a polynomial of this 7x cube minus 8x square plus 17. So when you compare this polynomial with the general form, here highest power is 3. So degree of the polynomial is 3. So this will be the general form of that polynomial. Since it is 3, we need to start with a3. So when you compare the given polynomial with its general form, the value of n is 3, and this n is just nothing but degree of the polynomial. And whereas coming to the coefficients, okay, here a3 x cube and here it is 7x cube. So a3 value is 7, a2 value is minus 8, and a1 x, since x term is not involved in the polynomial, that a1 value is 0 and a0 is a constant, and that constant value is 70. So this is the general form. So we have a chance to compare any given polynomial with its general form, and on comparing we will get the coefficients and the degree like this. Okay, this is a general polynomial. Depending on that this general polynomial, we need to classify, we need to discuss different points related to the polynomial. Okay, I will discuss one by one. First of all, this p of x is a polynomial like this. As I said, this n is what? As we said, yeah, n is equals to highest power of the variable. N is highest power of variables, and it is mentioned as degree of p of x. Okay, and next thing is, since p of x is a n x power n, when you observe this a n x power n, see this a n is the coefficient of highest power of the coefficient of the highest degree term, right? Since n is the degree and the coefficient of x power n is this a n, so this a n is considered as leading coefficient. A n is leading coefficient of the polynomial. So what is meant by leading coefficient? Leading coefficient is the coefficient of x power n if the polynomial is of degree n. Okay, a n is leading coefficient, and again we will classify. So this a n is leading coefficient if that a n is not equals to 0. Always that should be non-zero. If that a n is 0, then what will happen? If that a n is 0, then we say the polynomial is not of nth degree. We will say it is of n minus 1th degree, right? I will mention you. A n is leading coefficient if that a n is not equals to 0. That's okay. If a n is equals to 1, then what will happen? If a n is equals to 1, that in the sense, if leading coefficient is 1, then we call that polynomial as monic polynomial. Okay. What is monic polynomial? Monic polynomial is a polynomial whose leading coefficient is 1. That's it. Okay. Now there are some other coefficients, right? Based on all these coefficients, what I need to say? First, suppose you just observe here. First, suppose if a n is equals to 0, a n minus 1 not equals to 0, then what will happen? A n is 0, right? Then a n minus 1 is non-zero, right? So since a n is 0, this term is neglected, right? Since this term is neglected and the highest degree term is x power n minus 1 and its coefficient is a n minus 1, which is non-zero, then in this case we say that degree of the polynomial p of x is n minus 1. Okay? For suppose, okay, for suppose what you say? For suppose all these are zeros. For suppose a n is 0, a n minus 1 is 0, likewise a4, a3 and all these are zeros. What you say? Up to a3 if everything is 0, then and a2 is not equals to 0. All are zeros and a2 is not equals to 0. So a2 is non-zero, and that's why we say that degree of p of x is 2. Its degree is 2. Since its degree is 2, we call again it as what? Quadratic polynomial, as we learnt. Okay? If degree is 3, we call it as cubic polynomial. If degree is 4, we call it as biquadratic polynomial. I think you know all these names, right? And this is something about some classification, right? So a n is the leading coefficient. If it is 1, we call it as monic polynomial. If a n is 0 and a n minus 1 non-zero, then this is known as degree of the polynomial as n minus 1. And if all these terms are, all these coefficients are zeros, and if a2 is non-zero, then a2 x square. So that 2 is the degree, and we call it as a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Likewise, we will classify. If the highest degree term, if the degree of the polynomial is 3, we call it as cubic. We just mentioned in your notes. Okay. If the degree of the polynomial is 4, we call it as biquadratic polynomial. Right. Have a look. I will erase it and then I will continue. Now, two special cases. If all the coefficients are zeros except that a0, and in the other case if all are zeros including a0 also, okay, a2, a1 as well, a0, and all these are equals to zeros. Okay. See, in this case all are zeros except a0. So here what we will say? We say that p of x is just a0, right? That a0 is a constant, p of x is a0, and we call this polynomial as constant polynomial. This polynomial is what? Constant polynomial. And what to say about degree of this polynomial? Okay, it's a constant polynomial its degree is 0, because variable part is not involved in this constant a0. I will write usually a0 as a0 into x power 0, a0 into x power 0. Okay, there is a chance to write in such a way, and that's why we call this polynomial is a constant polynomial and is of degree 0. For suppose p of x is equals to 2020. So this is a polynomial and a constant polynomial whose degree is 0. This is an example. Whereas if all the coefficients are zeros, then we say that p of x is 0 directly, because every coefficient is 0 including a0. P of x is 0. So this p of x is 0 is considered as 0 polynomial. Okay. 0 polynomial is different from 0 of the polynomial. Here it is 0 polynomial. It is a polynomial and we call it as 0 polynomial. And what to say about its degree? Its degree is actually not defined. Okay. See, we can't say that degree of 0 polynomial is 0. 0 polynomial has no degree. Okay. Why we are saying like that? 0 polynomial means what? P of x is equals to 0. See, one will write this 0 as 0 into x power 0. No problem. And they say that degree is 0. And some people will write that 0 into x square and they say the degree as 2. And I will write that 0 as 0 into x power 100 and I will say the degree as 100. Is it right? So since that idea is a wrong idea, because it depends on the persons, so we usually conclude that degree of the 0 polynomial is not defined. So this is constant polynomial and that is 0 polynomial. Okay, have a look. Value of the polynomial and 0 of the polynomial. Value of the polynomial or polynomial value. See, this polynomial value is just obtained by taking x is equals to a. So if the polynomial is p of x, by taking x is equals to a, this is p of a. And it is known as polynomial value at a. See, polynomial value at a, polynomial value at b, polynomial value at 3, like that it will happen. For suppose if my polynomial is this, p of x is equals to 2x power 4 minus x plus 7. If this is my polynomial, then p of 0 is what? P of 0 means replacing x with 0. So that value is 7. 2 into 0 minus 0 plus 7, right? P of 0 is 7. So polynomial value at 0 is p of 0 and that value is 7. For suppose polynomial value at 1. If you need polynomial value at 1. So polynomial value at 1 is simply nothing but p of 1. P of 1 is just replacing x with 1. So if you replace x with 1, what will happen? This is 2 into 1 power 4 is 1 minus 1 plus 7 is equals to 8. That is polynomial value at 1. For suppose if anybody asks you to find polynomial value at root 3, you just replace root 3 in the place of x. So that is 2 into root 3 to the power 4 minus root 3 plus 7. This is the polynomial value at x is equals to root 3. So if you replace x with a, denoted by p of a, known as polynomial value at a. So basically polynomial value is the number, is the value obtained by replacing x with the constant a. Okay, this is polynomial value, right? I am erasing. Whereas 0 of the polynomial, polynomial value is just we discussed, but whereas coming to 0 of the polynomial, 0 polynomial is different, 0 of the polynomial is different. 0 of the polynomial is the value of x at which p of x is 0. See, we need to make p of x as 0 such that we need to consider x value. Okay, for suppose I will give you some polynomials as well. 0 of p of x, 0 of the polynomial. For suppose if my polynomial is x minus 2, okay, if my polynomial is x minus 2, what to say about 0 of the polynomial? See, for what value of x, the result is 0. Okay, see, just I will explain for you. If I calculate p of 2, what will happen? P of 2 is 2 minus 2, 0, right? So that in the sense p of 2 is 0. Since p of 2 is 0, this 2 is considered as 0 of the polynomial. Whereas if you calculate p of 3, 3 minus 2, which is 1, this is not 0. So this 3 is not 0 of the polynomial. For every polynomial, we need to think about the value of x at which p of x is 0, that value of x is considered as 0 of the polynomial. For suppose if I gave you like this, okay, x square minus x plus 12, if this is my polynomial, see what are the zeros? X square minus x plus 12. Just think about it. I may write it like this, okay, plus 12. Okay, just a minute. Use that minus 12. X square minus x minus 12. Okay, then what will happen? See, it can be factorized as x minus 4 into x plus 3. You know it, right? X minus 4 into x plus 3. If you take like that, 4 is a 0 of the polynomial, because if you replace x with 4, the value is 0. If you replace x with minus 3, still the value is 0, right? So 4 comma minus 3 are zeros of this polynomial. For suppose if you take x square plus 17, what are the zeros? For x square plus 17, there are no zeros, right? Take any value in the place of x, it never becomes 0. So for x square plus 17, no zeros. Whereas if you take x square minus 17, then we have a chance to factorize it. Here the zeros are plus or minus root 17. So basically you need to know the definition. 0 of the polynomial is simply what? Value of x at which the polynomial is 0. For suppose if I have constant polynomial, then what you say about its 0? For constant polynomial, for suppose if you take constant polynomial as we mentioned in the previous point, like p of x is equals to 2002. P of x is equals to 2002 means what? Take any value in the place of x, the result is always 2020. x1, x2, x3, always it is 2020. No value of x will make it as 0. And that's why for constant polynomial again, there are no zeros. Whereas if I take 0 polynomial, what to say about zeros of 0 polynomial? 0 polynomial is what? P of x is equals to 0. Just look here. See, take any value in the place of x, always the result is 0. So, every value will give you 0. That means all reals are works like zeros for the 0 of the polynomial. You need to know the basic definition. Value of x at which this p of x is 0 is called 0 of the polynomial, and these are the polynomials and there are the zeros. Just have a look. So now some more points related to the zeros. Okay, let's have a look. Fundamental theorem of algebra. Okay, just read out the name. Fundamental theorem of algebra, or you may say fundamental theorem of polynomials. See, fundamental theorem is there for every branch of mathematics. Fundamental theorem of arithmetics, fundamental theorem of algebra, fundamental theorem of calculus, likewise we have. And specifically here we are mentioning fundamental theorem of algebra. What it says? See, every polynomial of degree n has n zeros. See, if you know the degree of polynomial, easily you will mention the number of zeros. Okay, so every polynomial of degree n has n zeros is the fundamental theorem of algebra. Okay, see, proof is not required, and you need to think about the statement. If the degree is n, then it has n zeros. Those zeros may be real or complex. May be real zeros or complex. Already we learnt in quadratic, every quadratic expression or equation has 2 roots and 2 zeros. And those 2 zeros of the quadratic polynomial, sometimes real, sometimes complex, okay, but for sure it has 2 roots, okay, right. In the same way, for suppose if I have a cubic polynomial, anything, okay, x cube minus 7x square plus 8x minus 17. See here the degree is 3, right? Since the degree is 3, for sure it has 3 zeros. They may be real or they may be complex. That's another discussion. But for sure it has 3 zeros. See, this is the statement of fundamental theorem of algebra. Right. And I have one problem here. See, related to the zeros. 2 comma minus 1 are zeros of this polynomial. Then we need to find again 0 of ax plus b. First of all, 2 comma minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial. So 0 in the sense, if you replace x with that 0, you will get answer as 0. Since 2 is a 0 of this polynomial, 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 plus 4 is equals to 0. Why? Because 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Minus 1 is also a 0. So minus 1 cube plus a into minus 1 square plus b into minus 1 plus 4 is equals to 0. Because minus 1 is also a 0. At the end we have 2 equations. Solve these two. to get the values of A and B, right? After having A and B, it is easy to announce the 0. Basically, what is the 0 of this polynomial? Ax plus b. If ax plus b is 0, x is equals to minus b by a. After finding this a and b, 0 of this ax plus b is minus b by a. That's your answer. Okay? You just do it. Right? Have a look. So this is first class on polynomials. Okay?